everyone, to Chun-kun, Amos, Wang, who will be talking to us today about Syndicate. Dr. Wang received a BS and master's degree in National Chongqing University in Taiwan in 2009 and 2011. He is currently working towards the PhD degree in computer science from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. His research interests include the parallel programming and system verification. With that, we'll hand it over.
Hi, this is Chun-kun, just call me Amos. And today I'm going to present the current status of the integration of Syndicate and iRODS. So, first of all, the Syndicate is a storage service that's built on a coherent storage abstraction from the already deployed components. So it can be include cloud storage, edge caches, and dataset provider. And one of the nice features is that it's fully decoupled application from providers and transparently leverage them without modification. So it's not only offer consistent semantics across the multiple providers, but also offer a flexible programming model to application. So the user can just define their own provider agnostic functionality. So we don't have to take care about what is the underlying database you are going to use. So the next slide, it shows the Syndicate architecture. So according to the Syndicate architecture, we have three major components. And first one is the user Syndicate gateway. So SG stands for Syndicate gateway. So user Syndicate gateway is interface with edge caches for an application endpoint. So it responds to the application read-write request. And secondly, there is another component called replicate Syndicate gateway. So it's an interface with the cloud storage provider. So right now, Syndicate supports Amazon S3 or Glacier, Dropbox, and Google Drive, and iRODS as well, but it's still under development. And so the replicate Syndicate gateway responds to rewrite request from the peer user of the Syndicate gateways. So it does not generate any request of its own, so it just provides a service. And the last one is acquisition Syndicate gateway, which provide the interface with the data provider and maps an existing data set into a volume as read-only directory hierarchy. So whatever your database upload the file to the Syndicate, and the acquisition gateway will grab the data from the database and then provide read-only data to the user. Okay. So the following, I'm going to show you the sample demo of this architecture. So right now I have already set up my virtual machine, and I'm running all the experiments on the Docker container. And the Docker container is a virtual machine, so we can use the Docker container to simulate the behavior of a distributed file system. So here right now I'm already boost my Docker container. So you can see here there is 5 container right now. One is replicate gateway and user gateway and acquisition gateway and iRODS itself. And MS represent the metadata service. So it's manage the metadata server and then control the actually data location. Okay. So right now I'm going to log into the user gateway to take a look. Okay, right now I'm in the user gateway. And then we implement.
Somebody who's typing, please mute their phone. We're getting some noise here with us speaking.
Okay. Oh, I'm typing, so maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. So we implement several user tools, and we put it in the files. So look at here. We provide a syndicate cat get LOS just like the normal file system you use in the Linux environment. So first of all, we use LAs to see what we have in the syndicate file system. So I have provided my user register username and then my data volume. Syndicate. So right now there's nothing exists in the no. So right now there is nothing exists in the syndicate file system because I didn't upload anything. So this window just show you I can upload something from iRODS. So right now I log into the iRODS container, and then I can see right now I already upload one iRODS file. It's called iRODS file.txt, and I already upload. But I have to activate my acquisition gateway to let the syndicate know where what kind of file you already upload. So okay. So right now I am going to activate acquisition gateway. So it's already accept and then provide the data set to the syndicate file system. And then we re-execute the LS again, so we can see the file. So right now we got okay. I see the iRODS file.txt. I already provide upload from iRODS database. And then we can take a look. We can use case to take a look. iRODS file.txt. Okay, so this is the automatic upload file for iRODS from the script. So this is my just the way I can get the data from the syndicate file system. And then the next one I'm going to show if we wanted to upload some file from the user gateway, we still can do that. So first of all, we create a local file .txt, and then we just type this is a sample upload from user gateway. Okay. And then we use we can use the put the local file.txt, and then we can try to write to the syndicate file system, but it turns out it will be error because we have to activate the replica gateway first. So this window show you the replica gateway. So here we have to change it into, we are going to activate replica gateway, and then so I do it again, and then to see you will see the reaction from the acquisition replica gateway in this window. Okay, right now we upload our file, local file.txt. So we play the same game, we take a look. Okay, see there's a local file which is I upload from the user gateway. And what if I wanted to update my database? Like maybe I'm going to just create another sample from the iRODS. Just a test, okay. And then I use the I command, which is provided from the iRODS itself, and then I put into the iRODS server. And then at the same time, I have to update my acquisition gateway, and that acquisition gateway to read the current status from iRODS again, and then from my user gateway, I can see the latest the upload file from iRODS. So if we take a look, sample iRODS. Oh, there's a typo in my upload. Okay, but yeah, it turns out it shows the we can get the latest file from the local data database. So that's all of my demo. Is there any question?
Do we open the floor to questions?
How would you automate updates to your acquisition gateway whenever you put a file into iRODS?
Oh, I just write a shell script. So when I activate my iRODS container, and it's already plugged into the container execution command line, so it automatically upload every file.
So basically, I could write a policy to automatically register everything into the acquisition gateway.
Yes.
Hey, this is Jason. Is there a performance improvement using Syndicate for data distribution over just, say, asynchronous replication within iRODS?
Currently, we don't have we don't provide the performance comparison because we developed some instruction, and for some instruction there is still there's potential bugs. So we verify the correctness is our first priority, and then after we finish that, we will going to look at the performance issue.
Cool, that makes sense.
Thanks.
Does anybody else have other questions? Okay, well, hearing no other questions, I want to thank Amos for his great presentation, and thank you all. Does anybody have, before we close for the weekend, does anybody have any other announcements or things they want to share with the group? I see Jennifer Hammock's on the phone, and their Spoke project, I think, is pretty interesting that they were one of the Spoke PIs that were awarded. Does anyone want to jump in and add anything today?
This is Jen. Can I just say a quick word about next meeting?
Yeah, please do.
I'm really excited, although barely following this discussion. I will come to you representing a community that is mostly biologists with very few data scientists, so I'm hoping to have a bunch of data scientists next week. What I plan to do is describe to you our data and hope that people can advise me about solutions for our data, just so you all know where I'm coming from.
Carl, is that next week? What's the actual date of that? Carl, could you jump in and give the specific time and date?
Right, February 17th. This is a bi-weekly meeting, so in 2 weeks, Jennifer will be presenting, and also Matt Spitzer from the Open Science Framework group.
Excellent. And we'll send out reminders of that as well as we get close to the date. But you all should have gotten that information in the newsletter that went out, I think this week. Stephanie sent it out.
Mm-hmm.
So look for that. We will be beginning to wrap up our demos and begin to move towards more real working meetings. But if folks have any recommendations for additional demos that you think we really should have, it's not too late. You certainly could make some recommendations to us. We'd like to hear it. And you have Carl's email, I believe, as well as mine, and so please send us your ideas. Any last thoughts before we close for the weekend? Okay, I know it's Friday, people are probably tired. So, well, thank you all speakers. I really appreciate it, and thank the rest of you for joining us. And thank you also, Reagan and Jason, for asking great questions. We really appreciate it. And with that, we will close. Have a good weekend, all.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, everybody.